Bring the Kids, and today I want to talk about a really important travel issue with kids. Today we're going to talk about jet lag. Now, this is something that has most parents terrified because really there's nothing worse than planning some super awesome vacation to take your family on, and then you get there and your kids' sleep schedules are just crazy and it just throws everything off. So I'm going to talk to you about some tips and tricks that we've learned on how you can handle that. Now, I want to let you know a little bit of our background because we've kind of become experts on dealing with jet lag. So for about 3.5 years, our family lived in the Middle East, and we'd come back at least once a year to the States to visit our extended family, and that was a 10-hour time difference. So that, in addition to all of the other traveling that we did, where we would regularly deal with, time differences of 4 to 5 hours, and the fact that we've got 5 kids that we're trying to help through that, we've had a lot of experiences and we've come up with a system that works really good for us. Now, when you're dealing with jet lag, the first thing that you need to do is you need to start when you get on the plane. Now, that might sound kind of crazy, but if you're flying, say, from Denver to London, the first thing that we would do is when we get on the plane in Denver, we'd switch our watches to London time. And from that time, we treat everything as if we would at the time of our destination, okay? So let's say you take off and it's 2 in the afternoon, but it's 7 o'clock at night at your destination. If your kids have an 8 o'clock bedtime, you better be prepping them for to go to bed in an hour. And although it's a little bit of a struggle, if you are proactive about it, it's so much easier for the kids to adjust. So we start treating it, just switch your time right away so that your kids' bodies can adjust a lot quicker. It makes a massive difference. The next thing is as soon as you land, just stick to your normal schedule. If you have a toddler that takes a nap in the afternoon, don't give them a morning nap. Do everything that you can to keep them awake. Don't just say, oh, they're tired, they need a nap. It's going to throw them off. Stick to your schedule, okay? Try and make everyone go to sleep at the same times as they normally would. So that means nap times, that means bed times, that means wake up times. And most likely, you're going to have a few days where it's really hard. Either the kids are waking up really early or they're wanting to go to sleep really early, like, falling asleep at 4 o'clock. Do everything you can to keep them awake for that first 2 days. And we've found if we stick to our schedules, our kids can usually kick jet lag in 24 hours, okay? And we're talking like huge time differences. We're talking 10-hour time differences, and our kids can knock it out in 1 day if we stick to that schedule. So you got to kind of be strong as a parent. Don't give in, and just kind of stick with it. Now, the other thing that's kind of a miracle worker when you're dealing with jet lag, and we talked a little bit about this in our Flying with Kids video, melatonin, okay? Now, we use melatonin. Melatonin is just a sleep aid, and we use melatonin that first day or so to help our kids sleep well. So if we have a flight and they're not quite tired and ready for bed, we'll slip them some melatonin, and within 30 minutes they're asleep. If they wake up at 3 in the morning because their times are a little bit off and they can't get back to sleep, we'll give them some melatonin and they go right to sleep, and it's not a big deal. So you guys, even though jet lag can totally derail your vacation, if you just stick with a plan and are persistent and kind of try and stick with your normal schedules, don't give extra naps, things like that, it's so much easier to tackle, and you really can tackle it and be back on your way and be pretty normal within 24 hours. If any of you guys have any other tips or suggestions or questions on how to deal with jet lag with your kids, please let us know, because chances are we've probably had to deal with some of those with our own kids, or maybe someone else has some great suggestions that have worked for them that can help all of us. Anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.